Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for everyone for watching. Today we're going to talk about my diet, since it has been a question that has come again and again and again and again. And I never really understood why, because my diet is so plain and basic. But since it's also a bit trendy now, I'll do like a day in my plate or something like that. And we'll see. So yeah, it is 10 AM and I'll take my breakfast. Alright, so it is 2 PM. I'm going to take my pre-workout and lunch meal. So basically I am very simple here again. Some bread, baguette of course, and some cheese, which is Emmental. So and orange juice and some more coffee. I'm making a little pot again. So, 3 reasons. First thing first, for many years I did not have a breakfast. I was doing intermittent fasting. So what you saw at my breakfast, except for the cottage cheese, was actually my lunch. So I never had much of a real lunchtime before early 2021, when I was forced to get back to France from Canada and have a labor job where I had to have a lunch basically. And so I would either go to a bakery to have a sandwich, or I would make my own, and this was always pretty much what we call a jambon beurre. So jambon beurre sandwich in French is basically a sandwich with baguette, with ham, with some cheese, most often it is Emmental, and butter. And this was my lunch, plus at the end a little orange or 2 clementines, hence the orange juice, which I found easier to digest than a whole normal orange. So this may seem to be very simple, but it works. It works because I have some carbs here, I have some protein cereal in here, which is of course deficient in many amino acids, but if you couple that with cheese or any dairies for the matter, it creates a complete aminogram. Henceforth, a protein that is from equal quality than eggs or chicken, beef, or even fishes. So I really like to eat meat, I really like to eat eggs, but since I eat a lot of it already, I prefer to do this kind of combination, because first it's easier to digest, and second it allows me to have a much more balanced food package in my daily routine. And furthermore, this is a really good sources of calcium, vitamin D and K, which can balance out all the phosphor and the methionine that you are eating and absorbing via meat and eggs, which is like the bulk of what a bodybuilder should eat. So this way you have much less problems that can be associated with their overloading. And the orange juice allow me to couple with the calcium and the little iron. There is some vitamin C. So of course the iron is not necessarily a problem for men, because very, very rarely deficient in iron, but I get it for the vitamin C and the simple carb there is that are very boosting and very friendly toward metabolism in general, and especially thyroid. If some of you are aware of repeat work and what is pitting, well, I am somewhat of someone that is doing PT stuff in a sense. So yeah, and since I'm going to get another coffee ready, I absolutely need to have some carbs to avoid any kind of like a drawback issue, because caffeine is basically an accelerator for your metabolism and everything that is happening in your body. And if you do not have something to sustain, like a fuel to have that, you're just going to run out on your reserves basically. And before a training session, especially my kind of training session, it's not a good idea. This is why I do not like to work out, and this is like the powder thing, you know. And this is why I just enjoy something as simple as that. Now, in regard to the quantity, this may seem to be a lot, because I'm going to eat the whole bread, which is 250 grams, and I'm going to eat 100 grams of cheese, which is a lot of protein, about 23-25 grams, and just a little more of fat, plus that. So you could say, well, you will not have much time to digest. But for this training day especially, I go to a gym that is pretty far away from my place, because there is the machine that I want, there is everything basically how I want it. I do not go to the gym that is nearer to my place, so I will actually have about 45 minutes of walk, and I walk pretty fast before arriving here. So I actually need the fuel for the walking, getting there, getting back, and for the training. So actually I get that, and the time I go to the gym, I just go to the toilet to pee, whatever, if you know the caffeine was a bit too much stimulating with my hydration and stuff. But then I'm ready to go, and I'm neither too full, and I am basically done digesting for the most part, so I do not feel bloated. So yeah, and also the fact is that this day of training will be mostly machines, very few free weight exercise, and if it does, it's most likely going to be isolation, so you know, it's not like I'm going to squash my core with a lot of food like on the lower body day or and whatnot. So yeah, I think I got pretty much everything. Yeah, we're good. Alright, and second thing to show you, because most of you are most likely overthinking your diet, this is 400 grams, okay, and I said I was going to get 100 grams. Since I'm not prepping for a show, since I'm not trying to do any kind of like a real extreme fat loss phase to be very, very shredded, who cares actually? So, you see, with a little knife, I just put 3 dents in, and each is about more or less the same. So each day, maybe this one is a bit bigger, so maybe it will be 103 grams, and this one is a bit lighter, maybe it will be 97 grams, but who cares? Because at the end of the 4 days, if you do a medium, it will be the same, it will be 400 grams. This tablet of cheese will be done anyway. So for some of you that might be doing some kind of same kind of meal, or that want to try out, do not overthink, please. It's no use, and it's just cheese, you know, and same thing for chicken, same thing for eggs, same thing for oats. If your oat package is about half a kilo and you're getting 100 grams every day, it's supposed to last you 10 days. Simple. So whatever, if you eat a bit more one day and a bit less on another day, on the 10 days it gets spread out the same. So there you go. as I was saying, for dinner, eggs, some rice already in the pan, and I'm going to make 12 scrambled eggs and some chickens along with it. And for the rice, it's been cooked in bone broth. You can see it. I ate a whole chicken yesterday, so I made a broth with what was remaining, just with some stuff I can chip away. And yeah, this way you can increase the collagen and vitamin and minerals that you have in the bones and everything, the skin, the connective tissues of the chicken, and yeah, and it gives much better taste. So I'm gonna walk you through everything.
Bye, have a great time.